Growing up, my dad was known for one thing: his absolute hatred of cats. "They're cold, sneaky, and have no loyalty," he'd say, waving his hand dismissively whenever the topic came up. But life has a funny way of proving us wrong, and sometimes the most unexpected love stories begin with a simple meow. It was a bitter winter evening when we heard it, a tiny, desperate cry coming from our backyard. My dad, the man who had sworn for 60 years that no cat would ever cross our threshold, was the first one to step outside. There, shivering beneath our porch, was a small orange tabby, barely old enough to be away from its mother. What happened next still amazes me. Dad, without hesitation, scooped up the kitten. "Just for one night," he insisted, his voice gruff but his hands gentle. We named him Leo, and that one night turned into days, then weeks. The laundry room became Leo's temporary kingdom, with Dad secretly adding more blankets and toys each day. He'd pretend it was just practical care. Can't have it dying in our house. But I'd catch him talking softly to Leo when he thought no one was listening. Slowly but surely, Leo worked his magic. He'd follow Dad around like a tiny shadow, quietly keeping him company during his morning coffee. When Dad would doze off in his armchair, Leo would curl up on his chest, and eventually Dad stopped pretending to be annoyed by it. The man who once claimed cats were heartless began keeping treats in his pocket and taking photos of Leo's cute moments. The real transformation became clear during Dad's tough times. When work stress hit hard or his arthritis flared up, Leo seemed to know. He'd appear silently, press against Dad's leg, or simply sit nearby, offering that peaceful presence that somehow makes everything better. I watched my father, this strong, stubborn man, soften under the gentle influence of a cat's unconditional love. The day Dad finally admitted defeat was both hilarious and heartwarming. "You know what?" he announced at dinner. "Leo's not just a cat, he's family." Coming from the man who once made us promise never to bring a cat home, this was nothing short of miraculous. Now, watching them together, Dad sharing his morning toast with Leo or both of them napping in perfect synchronization, I'm reminded that love often finds us in the most unexpected packages. Sometimes it takes a tiny paw print to leave the biggest mark on our hearts. So next time you think you know exactly what you don't want in your life, remember my dad and Leo, because sometimes the very thing you're sure you'll never love becomes the thing you can't imagine living without.